In middle of Ritzei, we say, Ki yom zeh gada v'kadosh hu l'fanecha lishbeis bay v'lanuach bay, which we spoke about the difference between Shabbos and Menucha. And then we say, Ritzayncha haniach lanu Hashem Elokeinu, it should be the Ritzayn of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shloi tei tzara v'yogain v'anacha b'yom Menucha seinu. That on this day of Yom Menucha, that we not have any tsaris, any trouble, yogain, anguish, anacha, sorrow. It should be a day without any anguish. What are we asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for, specifically to Shabbos? Every day of the week we want to have no tzara, no yogain, no anacha. So what's all of a sudden over here, after talking about shvisa, resting, menucha, all of a sudden we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu that today should be a day, Shabbos should be a day, shloi tei tzara v'yogain v'anacha. So some Rishonim explained very simply that it's a request. It's a bakasha by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Avud Raham, the Rebbe Yakar, they say this is a bakasha. We're asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu that today be a day that we have no sorrow or anguish, that we have no troubles, that Chalila should bring us to Chil Shabbos. Right? What brings a person to Chil Shabbos? Things go wrong in his life. They're in anguish, or Achmanatzon, someone's sick, they're not sure, and they lose that shavisa, they lose that menucha, they lose that ability to keep Shabbos. So we ask the Rebbeinu Shalom, it's a bakasha. Every Shabbos we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu, according to Avud Raham, according to the Rebbe Yakar, that today be a day that we could be Shemesh Shabbos. We're asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu that we should be zoichet to be Shemesh Shabbos, that nothing should happen in our day that should chas v'sholom cause us to have to be Mechal Shabbos. That's how some Rishonim learn it. The Orches Chaim, also an early Rishon, he learns it a little bit differently. He compares it to Friday night. As you all know, Friday night, instead of saying Shmor Tzeisenu V'Einu, our minhag today is generally we say Ufreis Aleinu Sukkah Shleimecha. That the Rebbeinu Shalom spreads Shabbos, he spreads over us, Sukkah Shleimecha, his Shalom. The Rebbeinu Shalom spreads over us. So the Orches Chaim explains why the change in the Nusach. So he gives a mashal. He says you have two different shepherds who bring in their sheep. And there's two ways that you could block the sheep from going out. One person, he sits down in front of the doorway. The sheep can't get out. One person puts a lock on the door. All of a sudden a lion comes. Who's scared? The person who put on a lock, the lion's not going to bite off the lock. But a person, Rahman al-Son, the lion could trample him, knock him over, and get to the sheep. Right? So he says, similarly by Shabbos. During the week, when we're not oisik in mitzvahs, we don't have a certain shmirah. But on Shabbos, when the whole Shabbos, someone who's Shemesh Shabbos, is clothed in this mitzvahs of Shmir Shabbos, he has a certain protection. This bris that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us. And he says that when we say Ufreis Aleinu, he says we're being maskir oisei bris. We're reminding ourselves, we're reminding HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it's a haskara of that bris, that on Shabbos we have a special shmirah. And he says the same thing, he says, V'zehu sheyastoi b'ritzei v'achlitzenu. Says so too in Chazal miyased that we should say ritzei v'achlitzenu. The word shloit say tzara v'yogain menuchaseinu. He says ki mitzvahs Shabbos yogain aleinu ki Moshe v'tichanu Hashem b'pasuk v'shamu b'nei Yisrael. Because we have an haftacha from HaKadosh Baruch Hu that Shabbos is going to be a shmirah on us. So that which we're saying shloit tzara v'yogain v'anacha is a haskara, is a reminder to ourselves, to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that today on Shabbos, where we're isik in these mitzvahs of Shabbos, we have a bazundera, a special shmirah. So according to Avud Raham and the Rebbe Yakar, it's a bakasha. We're asking that we should be zoichet to be Shemesh Shabbos, and we should have no sorrow or agony to bring us chas v'sholom to Chilul Shabbos. And according to Orches Chaim, it's a haskara that we have this special shmirah of Shabbos.